Well, huge report to share with you guys today. And quite frankly, this is a report that I have heard little to no one talking about, but that I believe deserves the utmost attention. You see, Biden is finished. He's done for, especially after the report that Justice Knight just put out on my channel. I want to encourage you guys to check that out, all about Hunter Biden and Garland and the FBI and the IRS. But we all know that that's not the only reason. In fact, it seems as if his mental health issues are getting the best of him. So, as you're going to see in today's report, they have rushed in his salvation, Barack Obama, and he's been rushed to DC to save the day. You guys are going to be floored by this report. And again, I've heard little to no one talking about it. But here's a break from my sponsor before I begin. Unfortunately, tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. And the truth of the matter is, we all take everything for granted, especially our food. You see, we all believe that grocery stores are always going to have the food that we need when we need it. But are they really going to be full every time that we need it? Well, you may want to think again. You see, because the USDA has just announced that 1/3 fewer crops are going to be harvested this year alone. That's 1/3 fewer. In other words, that means that food shortages and higher prices are headed in our direction. Are you prepared for something like that? If not, then now is the time to go to preparewithlisa.com. You see, My Patriots Food Supply has one of their best deals right now going on, where you can buy an entire 4-week food kit for $80 off by going to preparewithlisa.com. And by the way, that is less than $3 per meal. This is a huge savings. On top of it, you get breakfast, lunch, dinners, and it's all packed in this rugged bucket that weighs about 38 pounds. But to top it all off, there is free shipping and handling. Additionally, they also have the option of getting a 2-week emergency food supply kit. And both of these, by the way, have a 25-year shelf life, so it's going to last you a very long time. Bottom line, you do not want your family or your loved ones to be victims, and this is one way that you can prevent that. And by the way, I personally sponsored with them because of what they offer and because I believe in what they do. This is also something you can do to give away as a gift to your family members and your loved ones. I buy my parents one of these about once a year, so I know that they too are protected in the event of some kind of disaster. So check it out today at preparewithlisa.com and take advantage of that special offer. And on top of it all, just make sure you are prepared. If you want more information, click that more button or click in the description box below to get additional information. All right, back to the broadcast. So let's dive into how Barack Obama has just saved the day over in Washington, D.C. In fact, I'm going to show you the article from a left-leaning source, Politico, which I'm really surprised that they actually admitted some of this. And of course, I'm going to give my more truthful statement, my opinion on that, because I believe there's more to the story. But take a look. This is Politico.com. Is Barack Obama ready to reassert himself? ? After lying low to give Biden some space, the former president is reaching out to younger Democrats and offering some advice. The article goes on, as President Biden's approval rating has languished and plummeted this year, seemingly impervious to external events, a group of congressional Democrats have gotten a taste of the sort of younger, more charismatic presence some of them crave to lead their ticket next year, albeit a grayer version. Former President Barack Obama has hosted a handful of informal but lengthy private meetings with groups of next-generation House Democrats this spring, I'm told by multiple attendees. The initial session featured the chamber's new trio of leaders, but he then held subsequent conversations with the range of lawmakers. Now included were, of course, progressive members like AOC, Max Frost, as well as moderates Mike Sherrill and Haley Stevens. The gathering were Obama's idea, I'm told. So I'm just going to hit the pause button right there because there's a lot of things mentioned in that thing. First, they say, and they openly admit, well, you know, Biden's approval ratings are not doing so good, and Democrats are getting a taste for a younger Democrat leader, aka Barack Obama, aka they're starting to understand and notice that, it doesn't seem like Biden is all there cognitively in his head, right? So, therefore, he has hosted a handful of informal meetings over in Washington, with the likes of your typical progressives like AOC. And of course, this was all Obama's idea. I feel as if Obama has been one of the ones just pulling the puppet strings of Biden the whole time. But here he is. Don't worry. He's coming to the salvation of the Democrat Party. But it goes on, right? And it states this. The sessions, which took place over cheese and crackers in Obama's Washington office, are striking for a number of reasons. For starters, he rarely took much of an interest in counseling lawmakers when he was president. So he never really did that before, but suddenly he wants to do it now under Joe Biden. Also, something else to think about is Obama has tended to, overshadow Biden. They actually admit this. Obama has appeared with Biden since the former VP became president and has been marked by Obama. Oh, good grief. Oh, overshadowed. God, thankfully you guys are here and follow me on Restricted Republic, because I've constantly been saying, hey, Biden's not too snazzy up there. And, Obama's kind of taken a lot of the spotlight. But hey, here is Politico actually admitting that. Then it goes on. Surely, however, recognizing this, Obama's advisors took care to alert the Biden West Wing about their conversations, I'm told. In other words, don't worry. Biden was alerted by his West Wing that Obama was in there helping other Democrats. So don't worry, Biden knows all about it. Oh, but by the way, the people who are in attendance at Obama's so-called secret gatherings don't even know why they're really there. Yeah, Politico admits that too. Here it is. Multiple attendees of the conversation told me it was never fully clear to them why Obama wanted them to get together. I think it is clear. Ringleader, puppet master. You guys know what I'm talking about there. But then it goes on and puts a little bit of icing on the cake and says there's a right-wing conspiracy on this, so maybe it's not a good idea if he goes to the White House. Take a look at this last section here. I got to show you. Still, the former President Obama is no doubt aware that convening multiple extended interactions with House Democrats, even with innocent intentions, could irritate the White House and inflame his off-and-on rivalry with Biden. And that's to say nothing of stroking the fever swamp right's racially unsettled view that Obama is alternatively secretly running the Biden White House or plotting his former VP ousting. You're just a right-wing conspiracy theorist if you think he's doing anything to aid or help, but however, he's aiding and helping Democrats in D.C., and they told Biden's West Wing about it. But never fear, it's just a right-wing conspiracy. I don't know who's pulling Biden's strings, but this does weigh a lot of questions and suspicions that I may have about Obama. But I'm certain that if that is the case, that he's not alone. I think the intelligence community has a lot to do with that as well, aka the FBI, the CIA, the DOJ. They seem to have a lot of pull when it comes to the Biden administration. Anyhow, I had to bring that to you guys. Literally, they are so desperate right now that they are rushing him in to teach other Democrats something or another. At least that's the stated, or at least that's what they're telling us. I can't shake this fear that there could be more happening behind the scenes. Like maybe, and this is my opinion, Biden isn't as well as they're letting off. I mean, after all, he's been holding hands with people to walk across the stage on multiple occasions recently, and he's gotten worse. He has really gotten worse. You don't have to look farther than the Biden blunders to see those. You see him every day. All he has to do is go to a pulpit, and you're like, what the hell just happened? I mean, it's obvious now to the American people. Maybe there's more to the story going on with that. And I'm definitely going to look into it more, but I think Obama is in and around the area for other reasons, maybe to aid the Bidens, who knows, wink and a nod. Anyhow, I love all of you. Thanks again for tuning in. I love you guys. And as a quick reminder, please make sure you are still subbed to the channel. And if you're new, you're going to want to subscribe because I've got some huge reports coming up in the future you're not going to want to miss. And make sure you click that all button. Otherwise, you will not be notified. I love you guys. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.